Hi there, this is Roxy from Apex Mindset, and I wanted to ask you a question. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you overreacted, and once your emotions calmed down, you actually regretted your response? Maybe you got impatient with your kids, or maybe you got defensive with your colleague who wanted to give you constructive feedback. Or possibly your emotions had you thinking about worst case scenario, about a situation that potentially may not happen. Now, if you answered yes to any of these questions, then it is very likely that your chimp brain took over your rational thinking. Now, what do I mean by chimp brain? So the chimp brain, this analogy has been used by Professor Steve Peters in his book, The Chimp Paradox, which I highly recommend, by the way. So in this video, I wanted to talk to you about two brains, our emotional brain, which is the chimp, and our rational brain, which is the human. So let's start with the human brain. So the human brain is located in our prefrontal cortex, is the newest part of the brain, and this particular part of the brain is responsible for rational and logical thinking. So our human looks at things objectively, with facts, with truths, with figures, with logic. It doesn't use emotional thinking. On the other hand, we've got the chimp. The chimp part of the brain is located in our limbic system, where also we've got the amygdala. Now, the amygdala is our defense mechanism and our emotional system, and this particular part of the brain is activated by fight, flight, and freeze response. So you probably have heard of that. Now, the chimp part of the brain is 5 times faster and stronger than your human brain. So if you don't have very good strategies to manage your chimp, the likelihood is that actually your chimp can take over your logical thinking. So the chimp things with feelings and emotions, black and white thinking. It often catastrophizes. It uses worst case scenarios, and this part of the brain, its purpose is to defend you. It's survival. So when you are, your chimp can be your best friend, and also it can be your worst enemy. So for example, it can be your best friend because it can protect you from danger, but also it can be your worst enemy because it may stop you from doing things you should be or you want to be doing, because it wants to protect you from what is unknown, from what feels uncomfortable and unfamiliar. Now, there is ongoing battle between human and chimp all the time, fighting for your attention. If we use another analogy of a car, if you think about a car, let's say there is a driver and a passenger. There can be only one driver at each time. So the passenger and driver can swap, but there can only be one of them driving the car. Whoever is driving the car is in control of where they are going, when they will turn, how fast they go, their destination, etc. If we go back to our chimp and our human, well, it's exactly the same. Whoever is in control at that time will win, will drive your behavior, will drive your emotions, will drive your reactions. So it's very important to recognize who is the driver of you. Now, let me also give you a little bit of put things into context. Let's say that you went for a job interview. Your interviewer calls you to say, "I'm really sorry you didn't get the job." Now, let's look at two different responses. Let's say your chimp responds in a way, "I can't believe I didn't get this job. I'm not good enough. I'm never going to get the job that I want. Nobody's going to hire me with the skills that I've got," etc. If your human responds, the response will be different. It will be more logical. So it will be something maybe along the lines, "Well, I didn't get the job because actually I wasn't the strongest candidate. There were people who had better experience than me. However, I had a chance to practice my interviewing skills, so next time I will be better prepared and I know what to expect." as you can imagine, the response of Chimp will generate probably uncomfortable feelings of stress and low confidence and, feeling bad about yourself. Human response will generate different feelings of being in control. So what I would encourage you to do, I would like you to think about who is in control of you most of the time. Is it your chimp or is it your human? If it's your chimp and you would like to have some strategies of how you can manage your chimp better and how you can tame your chimp, then I would like to invite you to a free session that I will run on my Facebook page, Apex Mindset UK, on Thursday, 2nd of April at 7:30 p.m. UK time. I will be sharing with you tips, things that you can do to recognize your chimp, to manage it better, so you can have more logical, calmer and collective response. Now, if you think that this video has been useful, or if you know of somebody who might find it beneficial, please share it. Let them know about the session that I will be running, and I really hope I will see you there at Apex Mindset UK page on Facebook on Thursday, 2nd of April at 7:30 p.m. UK time. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.